Nagabenta ki khubor baman kasni page but subscribe ya u an tungkador barmang tingka budget session hapo yung darba thawan ki jila Meghalaya MLA ka Voice of the People Party VPP but MLA ka mauring kening ba Havingstone kharpran ulabu jingkylli she umintri rangba Konrad ki sangma halor ka jingthongi ki consultant hakitnat sarkar uba Havingstone ulakli ba ka sarkar ka thungi ki consultancy na benta ki a benta jongki bar kanu ka pisatulop balasiu shaki bar hatu ka jingyarap jongki ka ai jingmentoi shisha ye kitna jalane haba juba hapo darbar u menteri rangba Konrad ki sangma ulong ba ka jingthung consultant kamre ka jingthung kam sarkar hendrei ka jingdon kam kum ki kendon jongki project bala yarap pisa na shabar jilla externally aided projects bad ki scheme bala kirshan ka sarkar pedeng ulong bahagi project bakum ka smart city project sora tourism project externally aided projects EAP NITP phase 2 balamang pisa hadu 8,000 sanspa klur tingka ka jinyathung consultant ka long mandatory badai ka benta jongki agency ba ai jinyarap pisa u Konrad ulabatai begini ki consultant kilong ki riu shampang ha ki benta kum ka environmental impact assessment social impact assessment resettlement action plan indigenous people development plan community consultation ulaong baki officer sarkar kilong ki batbet henrei ha ki benta karpang kum kini don kam ki riu shampang bala pentbet na shabar Umentri rangba ulaong bakat kum ki kendon hadu san person na kapisa jong ki externally aided projects la ban pendon kam na benta ka administrative expenses kenthop ye ka jingyathung consultant ulak dawru ba ka jila Meghalaya kalakring pisa project ba hadu khat 8,000 crore bar kane kalong ka jingyo pisa ka bakham he tam hapdeng ki jila ren ha ka than chate lami Meghalaya ka jila ba hakmat ha ka jingyo jingyarap pisa haba jubab ka jingkylli jong MLA ba Arden Mila Basayaw mot u Konrad ulaong ba ka Meghalaya ka di ka jila ka blakring pisa ba hapdeng ki jila ren ha north east bat kalajan yaringkat bar ki jila ba hakari India ulaong ba ka jingyo ikini ki project ba kapen ba ka jila ka don ka jingyat pat ba ka babha bar ka jingyo kre ban pentri kam ye ka scheme ba he
The different consultants, be it individual consultants or be it the firms that are there. So there are processes where sometimes it is through tendering process where firms come in and they bid together and they apply and based on the different factors of the process, the QCBS system or other factors are put into place based on which the consultants are appointed in terms of the firms and individuals also, sir. There is a recruitment process that takes place where interviews are done, if necessary exams are also done. So there are different processes that are followed and these are all mandatory and required. So therefore these are the methods of the recruitment that is done, sir.
So how many departments require such consultancy? Whether the government officials themselves are not competent to do the job as the consultants are doing?
Sir, I must thank the honorable member for asking this question. So this is a very, very important question and I'd like to reply to this to the satisfaction of the honorable member. So number one, he has mentioned about how many departments there are there. So when it comes to the individual consultants, there are 10 departments that are engaging individual consultants. And when it comes to consultancy firms, there are 13 departments that are engaging the consultancy firms. So second part of the question which honorable member has asked is are the officials not competent enough? Sir, everybody is competent and everybody has a role to play. Everybody has a defined area of expertise. When we talk of consultants, a consultant technically is an individual or a firm which has a certain expertise in a certain matter. Now, so when it comes to appointment of these consultancy firms, most, I should say all the externally aided projects, all the externally projects, and a large number of centrally sponsored schemes and projects. So for example, the EAPs, about 12,000 crores worth of EAPs are being implemented. And in terms of large projects like the Smart City project or the recently SORA tourism project awarded by donor ministry. So these processes or these projects or these schemes, they make it mandatory. I use the word mandatory. It is part of the process. It is mandatorily defined by the externally aided agency or the specific central government to appoint consultants. And as I mentioned, sir, consultants are experts who are, in that particular field. Our officials are obviously, sir, very good. They are very efficient, but they are administratively expert. A political leader also may have a certain knowledge of the political aspect. But then when it comes to aspects, for example, so just so that the House knows, the mandate also requires, for example, recently we had just sanctioned 2,500 crores for the second phase of the World Bank MITP. So that required an environmental and social expert in the externally aided project. Now an environmental and social expert has to look at the environment and social impact assessment. That firm or the individual has to see environmental and social management plans. The same firm has to also look into the resettlement and action plans. They have to look at the indigenous people's development plan. They have to look at community consultation and so on and so forth. So these are very highly specialized areas where these requirements are made. And as I said, it is mandatory as per the EAPs as well as a large number of the central schemes. So also I just want to share so that people are also aware that, sir, these are not government jobs. There is a thinking that these are government jobs being taken away into consultants. So these are not government jobs. Government jobs are government jobs. These are the mandated expertise that are required as per the project guidelines being given, which we need to do. Number two, as I said, sir, these are specialized jobs. These are jobs which a normal team in the administration who are expert in administration and bureaucracy, they are not able to look into these aspects, as I said, like the environmental aspect. So the third and most important thing is that in the individual consultants that we have, a large number of those consultants are our own local boys and girls. And therefore, if you look at, not consultants, but like the projects that we get through these consulting agencies, which are then implemented by MBDA or MBMA or any other agency. Today, MBMA, MBDA, sir, they employ 1,500 people they're employing to implement these projects, which these consultants helped us, identify, build up and bring. And 12,000 crores worth of project is going on today in the EAPs, because of which 1,500 jobs have been created in MBMA, MBDA. And you'll be happy to know today that 99.9% of them are all local boys and local girls who are working in these different projects. So you'll also be, there's also the House should know that EAPs, they have a scope of 5%, up to 10% of the funds being used for administrative expenditure. It is mandated again, sir. So that means 12,000 crores of externally aided projects are going on, which means 5% of that is 600 crores can be used for administrative expenditure. So these are not money that is coming from our own taxes collection. This is externally aided funds that are coming in. And the consultancy expenditure on a whole of whatever we spend, sir, 87% is today taken from the externally aided projects. So if you're spending 100 crores a year, for example, 87 crores is spent from the externally aided projects, which is funds coming in from outside. So these are the few things which I thought should clarify, so that the House is understanding that these are not government jobs, as I said. These are additional experts that are required and mandated by the EAPs and central agencies for us to implement those projects.
So,
Next question, please.
so we have so many MBA graduates from states. Are these MBA graduates are also qualified to be recruited as consultants?
Yes, sir. They are absolutely qualified. But as I mentioned, sir, earlier, that it's a special expertise that is required for different works that have to be done. Sometimes we need experts and consultants for agriculture-related work. Sometimes we need experts for health-related works. Sometimes we need experts for power department also. Even in areas of education, experts are required. So, sir, when we say consultant, we always think that a consultant is only a administrative or a management consultant. That's what we tend to think. But consultants are subject-wise. There are consultants/experts for environment, for water-related issues, for agriculture-related issues. These are all consultants only, sir. So, therefore, an MBA is definitely qualified, and they would be there for a management-related consultancy. But that same MBA may not be able to do the consultancy work when it comes to, say, environment-related issues, because for that we need an environmental expert. So therefore, if there's an environmental expert, then we definitely take in. Now, just to share with the honorable member, sir, that in the beginning, as we started off, we were building the capacity of the department, of the agencies, and of our people, sir. And it is because of the expertise that we were able to put in that we were able to leverage and get schemes from central government and from the EAPs. Today, sir, we are one of the few states to get the highest number of externally aided projects because of the expertise that we took on board. We're also one of the few states to maximize the central government agency schemes. So the project in Sora, worth about 200 plus crores, there was only one project the whole donor ministry was going to give to one of the states in the Northeast. It was like a competition almost. And because of the fact that we were able to put in experts and the local, our officials and the tourism team, they worked together with experts. In time, we were able to deliver and get the 200 plus crore projects. So therefore, sir, it depends. The answer is yes also, that they are capable and they can, but it depends on what expertise we require. And to conclude to this reply of this particular question, that today we have 36 individual consultants who are there, and out of this 36 individual consultants, sir, 52%, 19 of them are our own local boys and girls, our own MBAs, our own ex-officials who were there who maybe have retired, or our MBA students, or agriculture experts, or environmental experts, sir. And as we move along, we are ensuring that the capacity of our youngsters is built up through the entire ecosystem, so that more and more of our youngsters can become capable to then take on this responsibility that requires global expertise.
Thank you, Chief Minister. Whether the government used to conduct any performance assessments of these consultants, if so, please give details.
Sir, as I mentioned in my reply, that the consultants are paid based on deliverables as per contract. So therefore, once they deliver something, for example, if the DPR has to be made within 2 weeks' time, that deliverable will have a certain amount that has to be paid to them. So therefore, sir, their basic assessment, I should say, is on their own, because if they don't perform and they don't deliver, then they don't get the kind of fees or the money that is being put in the contract. So everything is in the contract, and they have to deliver as per a thing, and based on how they deliver, what quality they deliver, on the time they deliver, as per terms and conditions, they are paid. So in a way, so the contract only becomes a mechanism of ensuring that that the payments are made as per the deliverables.
Another question, sir. May I know whether the consultants engaged by the government are performing
Step, manner
Mr. Speaker, sir, though enough time has been taken for this start question number one, in view of the
plus crores, it is, I should say,
To cut off. But Paul, Lindo, please.
to know whether there is a mandatory inbuilt disclosure of interest